This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, welcome back. So now here in this session, we are going to start account receivable. So account receivable practical sessions, theoretically I have already explained in the previous session. So we'll have a look like the configuration part. First of all, we have to do a basic settings. Why? Because let's suppose if we talk about a simple transaction of account receivable, say for example, okay, and particular sales has been made to a customer, up to a particular customers. So what is happening guys? Your sales revenue account is going to be debited, and sorry, this is going to be credited, and your customer account is going to be debited. Any particular amount in whichever currency you're following, like your company code currency is there. So now here, this is what the entry: customer is going to be debited, sales revenue account is going to be credited. So now here, sales revenue account is your GL that need to be set up, and customer is, again, this is a GL master and this is a customer master, right? This is called customer master. So now, so you have to, like, before posting these transactions, you need to have a GL account and you need to have a customer account also. GL account is called GL master and customer account is going to be set up by the customer master. So GL master can be created, guys. It's pretty easy. Within like 30 seconds or 40 seconds or in 1 minute we can set up GL account. Why? Because whichever the basic settings are required to set up a GL account is already done in the previous session. But what about this customer master, guys? So for customer master, again, we have to do some basic settings before creating the customer master, because customer master, if you're going to set up this system, is going to generate a customer number. Customer number supposed to be generated. So where this customer number is coming from, guys? Number and you must have to set up, then only it is going to come. Likewise, in customer master, multiple fields are there, guys. That fields, if the client is saying that, okay, these fields are required, that fields are not required, and all. How this control is going to happen? So this is going to be controlled by your account group, right? So these settings need to be done, guys. Before setting up a customer master, first of all, you must have to do the basic settings. Now there will be a question: is it possible to set up a customer master without doing basic settings and all, guys? So basic setting must be there. You must have to do the basic settings and all. Either you have to create the account group, or is if you want to use the existing, in the sense standard account group which is given by SAP, that also you can use. But without account group, we cannot imagine the creation of this customer master and all. Right, so you must have to do those settings. And apart from this, reconciliation account and other things also will come into picture. That is going to be that we are going to have a look one by one. So look at here, guys. Now, yes, starting from customer account group. Define customer account group. How to define? OBD2 is the transaction code which I'm going to use here. Let me log in first. So now, how to set up a customer master, guys? We cannot set up customer master. Before that, I told you, like, we have to do the basic settings. So first of all, we have to create account group. What is the use of account group, guys? Even in previous session also I have explained that account group is what, guys? It's a similar nature of master data. Or if we talk in terms of customer, then it is similar nature of group of similar nature of customer master, right? It controls the fields which appears during creation of customer master, and it also controls the number. Several times we have discussed, guys, before that during account payable also I have explained, during GL account setting also I have explained. So hope this definitions and whatever things I'm explaining should be there at the tip of your tongue. If somebody asks, immediately you have to say, without any confusion, without any hesitations, you have to reply, right? Now, so use OBD2 transaction code and create an account group, customer account group. I'm going to give the same code TM00 and here create, give the any descriptions guys here and save it. How it is going to control the fields guys? Double click here, general data, company code data, sales data. These all three data are going to appear at the time of creation of customer master. Under general data, again multiple tabs are there, like address and look at their contact person and other things are there. So here, like let's suppose this name field or address field, right? Street, district, region, whatever it is. You can suppress it, you can suppress, you can require, you can make it optional, you can make it display. Right? Anything can be made with the help of account group. So changes are going to be made here guys, and where is the impact? The impact is going to be visible on customer master, right? If you want to test it, you can test it. This is already explained during creation of GL, and I have shown you guys how it is going to control the fields on GL master. The way it is controlling the fields of GL master, in the same way it is going to control the fields of vendor master and customer master. If you want to test, you can test it. So here what I have done, I have created a customer account group. What next guys? The next one is creation of number range, right? Create number range. What is the transaction code? XDN1. The transaction code is XDN1 /N XDN. See, I'll tell you guys, since you guys are going to use online server, so multiple number ranges are already created. And if you are able to remember the previous session during account payable, I shown you guys that whatever number range, if you're going to create a particular number range, and let's suppose if it is already created by somebody, then you'll be getting overlapping issues will be there, right? I'm going to create a number range from 1000 to 1999. Before you itself, somebody has created 1500 to 2500. In that case, how come it possible to create this number range, guys? Because 1000 to 1999, it means after 1500, whatever the number ranges are there, that is overlapping with this range, right? And since this range is created before us, so system will not allow you to set up a number range. Your number range must be unique and should not overlap with any number, right? So in case of online server, what is the major challenge, guys? Now it is going to take half an hour if you're going to search it, like which number range is still unused. So what I said, guys, I've already told you, instead of making experiment, instead of searching which is the number range which is still not being used, instead of doing that, why not to use the existing number range itself? Somebody has created, better to use it. We know very well how to set up the number range, right? So now here, if you have to set up a new, you need to click on plus. You can give a code here. Code also unused code. So 56 is not there. I'm going to give 06. And here, let's suppose if I'm going to give 1000 to 1999, and if you press enter, look at here button, enter interval without overlap. So instead of creating a new one, I'm going to use the existing one itself. And if you plan to use existing one, then better to use 02. Okay, better to use 02. Or else, if you're not using 02, if you're going to use the other number range also, you can use it, guys. There is no problem. This 02 is standard given by SAP. If you want to use other number ranges also, you can use. Now, so go to this number range. Let's suppose is set up. What next, guys? The next one is system has not allowed us to create 06, so no issues. I'm not going to save it because anyway it is not going to allow you to save it. Now, what next, guys? Next one is we have to assign this number range to the account group, right? So what is the transaction code? I think OBAR is the transaction code. Let me check it. Yes, it is OBAR. Number range we have to assign against your customer account group /N OBAR transaction code. Okay. And once again, I'll repeat, guys, I'm not using the path, right? For some of the configurations might be possible I can use, or is like most likely I use transaction code. So I'll repeat once again, neither transaction code nor path is going to make you a perfect consultant. If you see my configuration document, I have given the path also over there, right? It's up to you. If you want to follow path, you can follow path. If you want to use transaction code, you can use transaction code, right? try to understand the concept. Okay, never listen anybody. Somebody says like a good consultant is always going to follow path. Somebody says a good consultant always going to use the transaction code to save the time. I'll tell you guys, a good consultant never follow any of such kind of things and all. A good consultant always try to listen. Is more like whatever you are going to feel easy. Sometimes like let's suppose transaction code I'm not able to remember, but the path I'm able to remember. I'm going to use that one itself. No worries, right? If you're not able to remember paths, you're not able to remember transaction code. Also, I'm having configuration document that I'm going to follow, or else I can search from Google. So that doesn't matter, right? Because let's suppose in previous session I have configured automatic payment program, right? I've configured, it is already handed over to the client started working on that, it's okay. Now later on after 2 years I got the similar requirement from a different company code saying that you have to do this settings, that setting, whatever it is. So now the setting which is already done 2 years back, it is a bit difficult to remember all the steps one by one, right? But most likely logic in the sense like whatever the uses of the fields are there, that you guys cannot forget. Okay, configuration steps means again we are going to refer the configuration documents. You'll be able to remember the steps and all. That's okay. Logics like what is the use of these fields and all this logic, you'll never forget in your entire life, because that is our understanding, right? Now, so here again, so what are we doing here? Okay, so we have to assign the number range which we have created against our account group. So what is our account group, guys? TM00. Give here a number range. I'm going to use 0 to save it. Okay, so now what is happening? If you set up a customer master is going to be set up against a particular account group. So how the number range customer number is going to be generated, guys? At the time of creation of customer master, system triggers the account group, like against which account group this customer master is getting created. System found it is TM00. And against this account group, which number range we have assigned? So 02. Against 02, which range is given? Let's suppose 1000 to 1999. So from there, system is going to generate the customer number, right? Based on the number and status which is updated over there, right? Now, I'm repeating these all things, guys, so that you guys will be having perfect idea, right? I think like because keep on repeating so that at least with that itself your practice, like you need not to mug up the questions and answers by listening these things and all. Anyway, you become habituated and all, and if somebody is asking such kind of questions and all, easily you guys will be able to respond. Now, so here I have done the assignment. What next? The next one is okay. So creation of reconciliation GL. Creation of reconciliation GL is already explained in the previous session during account payable, during what to say, vendor down payments also. Once again, I'm going to explain this. So multiple customers are there. Several customers are there. And against every customer, certain invoices. We have posted certain invoice. Okay, so we have posted multiple invoices. These are the customers, these are the invoices. Now what will happen, guys? Now, so let's suppose, I'll delete this. Now let's suppose, so if you have to count the total receivable, because this is our customer, against this customer we have made a sales worth of 2000. Likewise, against B we have made a sales worth of 5000. So likewise, multiple sales we have made against multiple customers. So whatever the sales are being made, guys, that sales we have made on this credit basis itself, right? Sales are made, we have sold the goods to the customer, but the payment finally is going to be received in coming future, right? So these are the sales invoices which is posted. These all are our receivables, right? So if you have to calculate what is the total receivable, guys, here, so total receivable is 27k, right? 27k. Now here it's pretty simple because here we are in Excel sheet, so here you can calculate the total receivable. But in real time, you'll be having thousands of customers or several thousand customers. So in that case, if you have to calculate the total receivable, how it is going to possible, guys? It will take too much time. So now SAP is saying that you just do one thing. During creation of master data, customer master, create a real account and assign this real account at the time of creation of customer master. Look at here, one real account we have created. This is called reconciliation account. And now, so what is happening? If you want to see the consolidated figure of total receivable, so instead of checking the customer balance one by one, and then if you are going to consolidate, better to see this real balance itself, and you will come to know that total receivable is 27K. So look at here how the work become easy. Earlier, if you one by one, if you're going to take out the customer balances and several thousand customers are there, it may take 2 days, 3 days, 5 days also to calculate the total receivables. But if you are going to follow this reconciliation concept, in that case, within 1 minute itself, you'll come to know what is the total receivable. This is what the benefit, right? So with the help of reconciliation account, what will happen, guys? You can get the consolidated figure of total receivable or payable also, you can say, because it was there in account payable also. I have explained. If somebody asks what do you mean by reconciliation account, you can say that reconciliation account is a real account which is going to be assigned to the customer or vendor accounts. So with the help of reconciliation account, what will happen? We will come to know the total, the consolidated figure of receivable or payable, right? If somebody asks customer or vendor reconciliation account, if properly they are asking you name wise, like what do you mean by customer reconciliation account? In that case, you can say like customer reconciliation account is a GL account which is going to be assigned against customer master or at the time of creation of customer master. So with the help of customer reconciliation account, we can come to know the what is a consolidated figure of total receivable. This is how you have to ask. Sorry, you have to answer. If somebody asks reconciliation, it means neither customer not vendor. So in that case, you also don't say customer or vendor anything. Simply diplomatic question, diplomatic answers. Now, so pretty, you can say like, okay. So what we were discussing about this reconciliation account, guys. Hope you guys are able to understand. Reconciliation means it's a GL account which is going to be assigned against customer master. I think the speed is increased, right? I'll make it a bit slow. So here, this is what, like, reconciliation account I have already explained. So you have to set up a reconciliation account. How to set up, guys? You all know, because you all know how to set up GL accounts, right? Now, so you just do one thing, go to FS00. Let me try here / and FS00, and let me see whether SAP is there or it's already logged out. Connectivity is gone. So I think connectivity gone. I need to log in once again. So once again, guys, since it is online server and that too is fine. Mobile Wi-Fi, smartphone Wi-Fi. So system is getting disconnected every after 3-4 minutes. If you don't do any activity, automatically it is going to be disconnected. If you're going to join through Wi-Fi in the sense like this one, proper internet access, in that case, even till 10-15 minutes also it will be there. Now anyway, so here FS00 and create a reconciliation account. So this time reconciliation account is the part of assets, guys, right? So under assets, how many GL we have created till 1002, and here 1005 I'm going to create. Not 3, not 4, it depends, guys. It's up to you. Whatever GL account number you want to give, you can give. I'm going to give 1005. And here, sorry, not revenue account, guys. This is assets, balance sheet, select balance sheet because account receivable is the part of balance sheet. And here account receivable, select this account, sorry, copy and paste here. Now, so account receivable, select here, click on control data, and here we are going to select the reconciliation type. So customer, line item display, reconciliation account already we have created earlier also, and then this one, and save it. So I have made a mistake, guys. For reconciliation account, what field status group we are supposed to give? We have to give a field status group G067. A default field status group is given by SAP. We are going to use that G067. Always throughout the world, it is going to be used, guys. Okay. So why? Because whatever the required fields are there, that is already those settings, field related settings are there. Whatever the required field related settings are there, that is already given by SAP in G067. So that is what it is going to be signed. Now here, so account receivable. Okay, we have created this reconciliation account. Now what next, guys? The next one is create customer master. So now what will happen? We are going to set up the customer master. So now till here, all the configurations we have done, guys. If we talk about the customer master, so customer master once again separate. I'm going to create separately and will give further explanations over there. Okay. So that's all in this session, guys. Next session, I'm going to set up the customer master.